Just when you thought politics couldn't get any more surreal, Donald Trump posts a video of Barack Obama being arrested by the FBI, but it's not real. It's a deepfake, published with no disclaimer, no warning, just a chillingly simple caption: "No one is above the law." Is this a desperate political stunt, a dangerous escalation in digital warfare, or is it a calculated message to his rivals and the world? Today we are breaking down the AI-generated video that has sparked a political firestorm and pushed the debate over disinformation into previously unexplored territory. This isn't just about a meme, it's about the future of truth in politics. The video that shocked the internet. On July 20th, 2025, Donald Trump's Truth Social account dropped what can only be described as a digital bombshell. This wasn't one of his usual all-caps rants or a hastily shared meme. This was a sophisticated, full-blown, AI-generated deepfake video designed for maximum impact. The 86-second clip begins with real footage, a montage of prominent Democrats, including Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and Hillary Clinton, all stating the same phrase: "No one is above the law." This phrase, of course, has been the rallying cry for those prosecuting Donald Trump, a constant refrain during his own legal battles. The video masterfully weaponizes their own words against them. Then, the scene abruptly shifts. The music changes to the Village People's YMCA, a bizarrely upbeat track synonymous with Trump's rallies, creating a surreal and jarring contrast. We are now in a digitally recreated Oval Office. An AI-generated Trump sits, smirking, as FBI agents storm in and apprehend an AI-generated Barack Obama. The video doesn't stop there. It cuts to Obama being processed, forced into an orange prison jumpsuit, and finally shown pacing in a jail cell. All while the celebratory music plays on. The message is anything but subtle. It's a visual representation of retribution, a fantasy of political revenge brought to life by artificial intelligence. What made the video even more unnerving was its realism. Unlike earlier AI-generated content, which often had glitches or uncanny movements, this clip was nearly seamless. The facial expressions, the lighting, even Obama's subtle mannerisms were disturbingly lifelike. For a casual viewer, there was no immediate giveaway, and that's what scared experts the most. This wasn't crude political theater, it was next-gen manipulation disguised as cinematic storytelling. The post itself was captioned simply, "No one is above the law." By pairing this phrase with the fabricated arrest of his predecessor, Trump wasn't just trolling. He was attempting to reframe the entire narrative surrounding his own indictments. He was flipping the script, suggesting that the real criminality lay with his political opponents. The context: Tulsi Gabbard's treason accusations. This video didn't appear in a vacuum. Its release was strategically timed, coming just days after Tulsi Gabbard, his director of national intelligence, made explosive allegations on Fox News. Gabbard, a former Democrat turned staunch Trump ally, accused high-level Obama-era officials of a treasonous conspiracy. She claimed to have declassified documents proving that officials like CIA Director John Brennan and Director of National Intelligence James Clapper, under Obama's direction, manufactured intelligence to create the Russiagate narrative. The goal, she alleged, was to sabotage Donald Trump's presidency from the very beginning. Gabbard stated she was submitting these documents to the Department of Justice for a criminal referral, calling for the investigation and prosecution of everyone involved, including the former president. Trump seized on this immediately. He amplified Gabbard's claims across his social media, framing the allegations not just as political maneuvering, but as treason, an act punishable by death. The AI video of Obama's arrest, therefore, wasn't just a random attack. It was the visual sequel to Gabbard's accusations. It provided a powerful, visceral image for the crime he alleged had been committed. First came the accusation of treason, then came the AI-generated depiction of the punishment. The reaction, a political firestorm. The reaction to the video was swift and severe. Critics from across the political spectrum erupted, condemning the post as deeply reckless and dangerous. The fact that it was posted without any disclaimer, watermark, or label identifying it as satire was the primary point of contention. Mainstream news outlets and political opponents labeled it a deliberate act of spreading disinformation. Even Fox News, often aligned with Trump, described the move as deeply irresponsible. Democrats called it a digital call to arms, warning that such content could incite violence and further erode faith in the democratic process. Civil rights organizations also responded quickly. Groups like the ACLU and the Brennan Center issued joint statements, warning that such videos could suppress voter trust trust, especially in communities already vulnerable to misinformation. They raised alarms about the use of AI, not just for disinformation, but also for targeted psychological manipulation. It's not just dangerous, it could be weaponized at scale. On the other side, Trump's supporters celebrated the video. On Truth Social, X, and other right-leaning platforms, the video was shared enthusiastically. The comment sections were filled with praise for Trump's boldness and calls to lock him up, referring to Obama. They saw it not as disinformation, but as a form of symbolic justice and a brilliant piece of political messaging. This split reaction highlights the core danger of such content in a hyper-partisan environment. To one side, it's a dangerous lie. To the other, it's a truth they want to see realized. The video acts as a Rorschach test for one's political identity, and that's precisely what makes it so potent and so flammable. The danger of undisclosed deepfakes. Tech and legal experts are sounding the alarm, and for good reason. The issue isn't just the content of the video, but the method of its delivery. By releasing a photorealistic deepfake without a disclaimer, Trump has crossed a significant ethical line. According to researchers at institutions like the Stanford Internet Observatory, this type of media is the most perilous form of AI-generated content. Why? Because it preys on a lack of media literacy. While a politically savvy individual might immediately recognize the video as fake, millions of others may not. Imagine someone's grandmother scrolling through Facebook and seeing this clip shared by a friend, or imagine it being forwarded in a family WhatsApp group. Without the context that it came from Trump's Truth Social, and without a clear fake label, it can easily be mistaken for legitimate footage. This is how misinformation goes viral and becomes entrenched as fact in certain communities. Legal scholars point out that while this might be defended as satire, that defense is weakened by the lack of any satirical cues. There's no wink to the camera, no obvious parody element. The video, especially the arrest part, is played straight. This ambiguity seems intentional, designed to exist in a gray area where it can be dismissed as a joke by supporters while still fooling and inflaming others. It's a strategy of plausible deniability that makes regulating such content incredibly difficult. Some lawmakers are now calling for urgent legislation to mandate watermarking of all AI-generated political media, but enforcement remains a challenge. With platforms like Truth Social operating outside the traditional regulatory frameworks and AI tools becoming more accessible by the day, the reality is grim. The gatekeeping power of editors, fact-checkers, and newsrooms is weakening. What replaces it is still unclear, but it's coming faster than anyone predicted. Trump's strategy: trolling, distraction, or vision. So what is Trump's ultimate goal here? Experts are divided. Some believe it's classic Trump, a master troll moved to dominate the news cycle, trigger outrage, and keep his base energized. Every outrage becomes attention. Every condemnation is reframed as proof that they're scared. This is the media jujitsu Trump has practiced for over a decade. Others think it runs deeper. The AI election is here. Regardless of the motive, one thing is terrifyingly clear. The era of AI-driven political warfare is no longer a future concept. It is here, now. What happens next? What if the next deepfake isn't of an arrest, but of a candidate delivering a racist speech they never gave? If a president can post a video like this with impunity, what stops smaller, anonymous actors from flooding the internet with even more deceptive content? This is the fear that keeps election security experts up at night. An information ecosystem so polluted with high-quality fakes that voters can no longer distinguish reality from fiction. When that happens, democracy itself begins to crumble. Is this Trump video a political joke gone too far? Is it a brilliant piece of propaganda? Or is it the opening shot in a new, terrifying chapter of digital politics? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're new here, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Stay sharp, question everything you see, and always verify the source. Because in the age of AI, seeing is no longer believing.